Don't be hurt. Laughs. From childhood, we are hurt. We are really hurt. Life is not fair at all. At all, really. In childhood, you are compared with others. You are forced to do things. You're not really understood. There are certain standards which people thrust upon you. And you know it's wrong. You go to the class and you sit in the class and the teacher goes on teaching and you know it doesn't make sense. You're not understanding anything. And you are forced to study. You're forced to mug up, all these subjects and nothing makes any sense to you. Then you have these bullies in the class and they hurt you. You go home and your mom or dad, direct or indirect, is always telling you, do this, do that. They're always, you can easily sense their fear. You can sense their fear. And you're too small, too young to understand what exactly is this whole fear, this whole thing that people are thrusting upon you. What will happen? Deep inside, you know there's nothing and your childhood is so happy inside. But outside, you're supposed to obey. And they have so many ambitions. And all these ambitions don't make sense to you. They keep talking about success. They keep showing you people who are very successful. And you look at them and you really don't want to be like them inside. And yet, they tell you to be like them. Some great man or some big star or celebrity. This whole atmosphere of money, name, position, prestige. When somebody comes in, you can see the adults, with their complexes and with their fears. And you can see through them. You know it. And you are not strong enough or confident enough to understand why they are like that. Then you grow up. You're supposed to meet the demands, heavy demands. Of course, by that time you had already obeyed, most of us. Very few really rebel or can rebel. I believe we can't rebel. Even the real rebels who get knowledge on their own and fight, somewhere deep within, are very hurt. There is a hurt person inside you. Even if you rebel, you are punished. And if you don't rebel, you are punished by stresses within. If you rebel, you are okay inside, but you are even more punished if you are a rebel. Life becomes kind of crazy. And then you go to college and you have this great, tremendous energy. But the point is that life force is within you. There's a great life force within you. And then you are free. But free with what? Doubts. You don't know what's happening inside. People are telling this, people are telling that, people are better than you. And there's a time when you get attracted to the opposite sex and you get so attracted. You know it's some great value there. And you have relationships. And there you are hurt. The biggest hurt happens there. Usually we get some breakups or we are not loved. Even if we are loved, we get hurt because we don't know whether it's true love or false or what. You don't know what's happening inside you. You act as if you're in love and then maybe you hurt others and you get hurt by that because you are human and yet that life force is pushing you. It cannot die. That energy, it's going on and on. Finally, you take up a job, you get married, you have kids. Again, those huge responsibilities are thrust upon you. And now you have reached somewhere in your late 20s or 30s. And you have got set in a routine. Maybe the fixed parties, the fixed meeting people, the fixed jobs. And the whole world is like that. And you have kind of become very comfortable and even think that it is a wonderful life that you are having. You keep saying how wonderful your life is, but inside there are emotions. Inside there are thoughts. Inside there are desires. You're not sure whether you're close to your wife. You get angry at the smallest things. And that anger is deeper than just that small thing for which you're getting angry. And then you have health issues start coming in. You have bills to be paid. You have your children whom you love so much. But again, you start fearing what will happen to them. You become like your own parents by this time. But deep inside, there is a human being. That human being, that small or big or whatever voice, it is there. It is there. It wants something. It wants something. And it is hurt all the time. It's deeply hurt by so many hurtful experiences. Yet, strangely, the Homo sapiens, the tough thing that you are, is surviving. Now, what do you do now? Maybe. This is my proposition. Maybe You can think and question this whole thing. The only way to do that is to deeply, deeply be honest. Look at yourself. Be honest about yourself and ask questions. Really, there's no other way. If you know that there is no other way, it's a wonderful thing. Think of the moments when you look at a movie and you want to be like that hero. There is a part in you which is uncorrupted. I know. We all know. There has to be a part within you which is innocent and uncorrupted. You should look for the meaning of life. What is the meaning of life? There is a meaning to life. Life itself is a meaning. The exploration is the meaning. The learning is the meaning. It is the true learning which you have suppressed, but which you can release. And that's where the only person you have to be honest with is not anybody, not your wife, not your kids, not your best friend, nobody. Not somebody, even a guru whom you admire, let's say your boss, or you have to listen to one person, only one person. And that person is you only. The only way to listen to him is to simply be with yourself. You must take breaks every day. You can be in a crowd and yet be with yourself. Look at your thoughts. Observe your thoughts. Read books via your thoughts. Ask yourself questions. Read books. Get back to yourself. Read books. Books are the way. Questions are. This is an absolutely interconnected age, which is why we are making videos here. Try to find out slowly what it means to know yourself. Read all kinds of books. Start anywhere. Read Stephen Covey. Read Dale Carnegie. Read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Start with self-help books. Read spiritual books. Read Ayn Rand. Read Jiddu Krishnamurti. Read the famous cult figures. Doesn't matter. Listen to Jordan Peterson. But listen and read with your own search within. Slowly, after 1 year, 2 years, you will see. You will laugh. You will come out of your hurt and laugh. Trust me. It takes just 2 years of questioning. You will laugh. You will laugh. You laugh so much because you will laugh more because you have gone through this whole pain. After so much pain, the best person who learns a lesson is a person who has gone through a lot of pain. He knows the value of laughter. You will start feeling happy about smallest things. You just get up and feel happy because you are free. Slowly you'll become free. In that freedom, it moves and moves and moves and moves. Get used to that laughter. Get used to that happiness which is flooding you now. Slowly you come up and then you read, really read. Go deep into things and really read. Really question. Maybe you'll change a career, maybe you will not. Maybe it doesn't get connected to your career at all. It doesn't matter. What matters is that quality of life. You can share it with the person whom you love, with whom you have married, or you can have another relationship. It doesn't matter. Go via your desires. They're all true. All that which that person is telling you within, the God within, is absolutely true. The truth is within you as a desire, but the knowledge has to be provided, the exploration has to be provided, the wisdom has to be provided by some other source which will resonate with you. It could be a person, usually it is books, it could be a movie. Watch lots of movies, listen to great classic songs. Try to find what is there about life. Try to examine life. How can you be living without examining life? Then these words will start becoming meaningful to you. You say, my God, this is something I missed. If you have reached a point when you can say, God, I missed this, I want this. Once that desire comes in you, once that desire comes within you, purely, absolutely, I want life. Trust me, you don't have to do anything in a way, because life will push you. You will be searching. You'll get the mindset, your mind, heart, body, soul, senses will become super antennas where you'll search for meaning, search for joy, search for everything which you need deeply. And you will find and find and find and find. And by life will begin at 40. That's why they say life begins at 40. Because in this blind world, in this crazy world, where so many beliefs are thrust upon us, where we are in the middle of history, you will read history, you will read all the great ideas, you will rise onto the mountain top and you will sing your own song. You will live your own life with great happiness. You are free. Life is to be like a bird, free, flying high in the sky, and one day just falling. Over, finish. Life is simple. Life is not so serious. Don't get hurt. Laugh.